What's up everyone, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with a device I'm actually pretty excited about. This is the AT&T variant of the Palm Pre Plus. We've seen the original Pre launched on Sprint about a year ago, and the Palm Pre Plus come to Verizon a few months back. So this is the AT&T version. It's going to run you $149.99 on a 2-year contract after rebates, and it'll be available in stores on May 16th. If you do purchase in stores for a limited time, you will get a free touchstone charger, which Palm traditionally sells for around $60. So a nice value add. So enough of me yapping, let's go ahead and cut into the box. Top of the tape is already ripped. Go ahead and pull that. Of course we'll use the obligatory, don't cut your fingers off, big old knife. So here is what you're going to get if you purchase a Palm Pre Plus. You're going to get the Palm Pre itself, as well as a touchstone charger for a limited time if you go to a retail location. So I'll push the charger off to the side, and let's take a look at the Palm Pre Plus box. It looks very similar to the other Palm boxes that we've seen in the past. It's a very nice unboxing experience, although this time it is now emblazoned with AT&T's orange. There's a picture of the device on the front. For those of you not familiar with the Palm operating system called WebOS, it's a multitasking powerhouse. It uses something called the deck of card features, and I'll show you the operating system in an upcoming video. But it handles multitasking very well. It's got a capacitive multi-touch screen, which is 2.63 inches, the resolution of 320 by 400. It's got 8 gigabytes of user storage. It does have a removable battery, which is 1150 milliamp hours, so about 5.5 hours of 3G talk time and about 350 hours of standby talk time. It does have a 2 megapixel forced focus digital camera with flash, and it does have a camera, and obviously it has a camera, and a camcorder. It does a lot of other sort of pretty impressive functionality. It's got about a 600 megahertz processor, and is on par with some of the hardware that's been released recently, although it's certainly not a gigahertz chip as some of the other devices that have come out are. So here is the box, just pulled off that sleeve. Device on the front, back of the device, nothing on the top. So this looks like, let's go ahead and open this up. There we go. So here we have the Palm Pre Plus. It looks very familiar. Those of you that have seen a Pre Plus on Verizon or another carrier. Oh, I will say it does feel like the sliding mechanism has been improved. It was one of the complaints that I had with the Verizon version. It felt a little weak. This one actually has a very nice spring-loaded feel. That's good. Push it off to the side for just a minute and see what else comes in the box. So it sits in this hard plastic shell. Got all of your must-read materials here. So you've got a quick start guide, which is a lot, setting up messaging. Wi-Fi, it of course has assisted GPS, it has as well. Texting and driving, it can wait. Obviously, very important, it can certainly wait. And here are your accessories sitting underneath this nice little piece of plastic. You have, of course, your USB charger, which I believe Palm uses a micro USB for their devices, which is hiding right under that flap on the side. We'll take a look at the device in a minute. So a very small charger, which is quite nice. We've got a pair of headphones, which appear to be the same headphones that are shipped with previous devices. Assuming a USB to micro USB cable. These things are quite ubiquitous. And a little bag carrying case, which is not leather, but some sort of microfiber. You can use it to clean the screen or keep your device in there. Push that back, close up the box, and let's take a look at the phone itself, since this is the main attraction. So, like I mentioned, it does have a 2.63-inch multi-touch capacitive touchscreen, which is very nice. Its gesture area is right down here. If you're familiar with Palm WebOS, it loses the original button that the initial Pre had. Now it's sort of virtual. You just touch it, and it recognizes the click. So on the left side of the device, you've got your volume rocker. On the bottom, you've got your microphone port, and there's a battery release. On the right side, you've got your charging port that pulls right out, and you can do your charging. On the top, you've got your profile switch to go from lock or to vibrate to ring, and your 3.5mm non-recessed headphone jack. 2-megapixel camera with your flash. It also does your camcorder-ness, and you've got your speaker grill right there. So let's take a look at the Touchstone. One of the cool things about the Palm devices is that they can make use of wireless charging. You actually have to plug in the Touchstone. I believe it's called conductive wireless charging. You plug in the Touchstone and your device sits right on top of it. So let's unbox the Touchstone as well. And you may have seen this with the Sprint version when the Touchstone came in, and the Verizon versions as well. But it is a really nice sort of addition to have. It's certainly not a necessity. It'll charge fine just the regular wall plug. But it does make it a kind of fun. So here is the Touchstone box. Go ahead and pull that out. You can see it is relatively small. Go ahead and pop off some of the plastic. And it uses, which is kind of cool, gecko feet technology, the same technology that geckos have in their feet. The bottom of this uses to stick. It doesn't feel sticky at all, but it'll stick to almost anywhere, which is kind of neat. And I assume in here we've got a cord. So we take this wrapped inside cord, which is not in there actually. So you must use the cord that comes in the box, the micro USB to USB cord. You plug it into the back right there. That goes into the wall, and when you want to charge your phone, you just plop it right on top, and you will be charging without any wires connected to your phone at least, which is pretty neat. So I've used WebOS on many different devices, and I've been a big fan of it. I'm curious to see how AT&T's implementation comes through, though I expect it'll be a very similar experience. Stay tuned to the channel for a full battery of reviews. I will be covering the operating system, how it performs against its competitors, and a few other tests that you request. But as I usually do with my phone unboxings, let's do some size comparisons with perhaps the Pre Plus's biggest competitor. Here is its AT&T stablemate, the iPhone 3GS. You can definitely see that there's a size difference there. We stack them on top of each other. You'll see there's a size difference there as well. The Pre Plus has a full slide-out keyboard. As of now, there is not a on-screen virtual keyboard. You have to rely on the small-ish slider. Move that off to the side. Here is its, well, I suppose, cousin. Here's the Pixie Plus, this, which also will become an AT&T, but this is a Verizon variant. See, there's certainly a thickness difference there as well. And here is the just released Droid Incredible for Verizon Wireless. So this has been an unboxing of the Palm Pre Plus for AT&T Wireless. Again, stay tuned to the channel at technobuffalo.com for all of your tech news. I'm John Rettinger, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.